Shalom. First and foremost, I give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Much respect to you brothers and sisters out there doing this work of the Lord in truth and sincerity. Yahweh Shai Barakathon. And today, what we're going into, this quick lesson, of how the Spirit beareth witness, man. Because we have a lot of, doctrines out here, that tell people, that may look a certain color that they're not an Israelite or this, but that we know that one of the curses that was put upon the Israelites according to the scriptures was that we would be scattered everywhere, and that's found in Deuteronomy 28, So, this is why, man, the Lord has to, bless you with, spiritual discernment, because there's a lot of people out there, who look like heathens, but are actually Israelites, man. So this is why we continue, to judge off spirit and not by appearance, because at the end of the day, the Lord has scattered us everywhere. So we may, certain Israelites, may look like certain nations, may look like a Moabite, may look like an Edomite, may look like an Ishmaelite. But at the end of the day, they're Israelites at the end of the day, man. So, man, we're going to watch this, this NBA player's highlights, man, and we're just going to really see, man, I'm going to let you see it, like, question if this man is a Jake or not, man, the way he moves, So let's begin by watching this video, man. Alright, so after watching this video, man, you're going to sit here and tell me that this man is an Edomite besides judging his appearance, Obviously, he has, white skin, But besides, looking at his appearance, look at his game. Look how smooth he is, man. Look at those highlights. You ever see A regular Edomite, so-called Caucasian, just do that normally? No. You know? You don't, the Edomites, especially if you play sports, man, especially the game of basketball or you watch it, you know, Edomites don't do stuff like that, man. It's not normal to see, you know, stuff like this. It's rare, you know? It's quote unquote rare to see an Edomite do this, man. Just look how smooth he is, man. And to do all those moves, man, if you're an athlete, you have to have that swagger about you. You have to have that swag. You have to have soul. You have to have flavor. Hence why they gave this man, you know, Jason Williams, the video we are just watching, you know, they gave him the name White Chocolate, man. White Chocolate. You know? And that's spiritual, man. White chocolate. That's very spiritual. You know? It looks white in the outside, you know, but it's black on the inside, man. His spirit, man. The spirit bear witness, man. You see how smooth he is, man? You see the flavor he has, the swag. You didn't even have to watch it before. You see the intro, man. He already had the swag, man. He already had the swag, man. So this is why we always have to keep judging, you know, by spirit, man, because that's the spirit of a Jake right there. Regular Edomites don't do stuff like that. You know, they're the basis of man. They don't have flavor, you know, like Jake do. You know, Israel is the salt of the earth, man. So now let's go to the precepts, man. All right, this book. Let's go to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 12 and verse 9. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 12 and verse 9, and it reads, "My heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. The birds round about are against her. Come ye, assemble all the beasts of the field to come to devour." Let's read that again. My heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. So Jeremiah, you know, he's saying his heritage, you know, like his race, you know, is unto me as a speckled bird. And if you go into what a speckled bird is, it's a bird with many colors on it, man. It's multicolored, you know, it has many colors on it. And it continues on and reads, "The birds around about are against her. Come ye and assemble all the beasts of the field," you know. And we know that Israel, you know, a lot of people are against Israel because we're the chosen one, you know. They even had to do captive council, you know. Psalms 83, you know. But the whole moral of this, you know, this verse is just that Jeremiah is stating that his heritage, you know, is unto as a speckled bird. So that means, you know, his heritage is going to look like many different colors, you know. It's not going to only be, a lot of people when they think about Hebrew Israelites, they just think about, a so-called Negro man. But no, you know, it's Hispanics too, it's natives. And also there's unto, you know, Hellenized Jews, you know, that Paul, you know, that Paul, you know, in Corinth, Greece. He went out there, you know, he found Jakes out there, man, who looked like so-called, you know, heathens, so-called Edomites, Moabites, you know, etc., man. But he judged off spirit, you know, and the Lord blessed him with the gift of the spirit of discernment. And he actually judged by spirit and not by appearance, because another regular person sees someone, they'll be like, "Oh my gosh, this dude's an Edomite." But no, like when we're watching the highlights, man, it was just different, man. You know, the spirit beareth witness, you know. So he said, "My heritage is unto me as a speckled bird," you know. So just know Israel is going to look like many different colors, you know what I'm saying? It'll be black, white, yellow, you know, looking red, you know. But at the end of the day, they're Jake, man, because we've been scattered all over the place. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5 and 13, and it reads, "Ye are the salt of the earth, but if the salt have lost its savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing, to be cast out and to be trodden under foot of men." So, you know, Yahushua, you know, he calls us the salt of the earth because, you know, we are the salt of the earth. We are what gives the earth, you know, flavor, you know. If you look at it now, so-called Israelites, Negro, Latino, Native Americans, we're the ones, you know, who give the entertainment, you know, excitement, you know. We give them the flavor, we give them versatility, and then that's what leads, you know, into the income, you know, that Esau has, because At the end of the day, Esau benefits off us, you know, in anything. The entertainment field, the what's another field? You know, the entertainment field, the athletic field, everything you could think of, man. Jake, Jake benefits Esau, man. You know. So we're the salt earth. We're the ones that give, you know, the earth, you know, that versatility, you know, that flavor, you know, that quote unquote flavor, you know. At verse 14. Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid, you know. So the Yahushua, you know, compares us, you know, to a hill, you know, a city on a hill. And we know that a city on a hill, you know, that cannot be hid. You're always going to see that. And he also calls us, you know, the light of the world, because we are the light of the world, man. Because without us, man, it'll just be straight darkness, man. So we are the light. You know, we walk around, you know, you could tell when a Jake walks in the room, man. Everyone's eyes, you know, are like, damn, who's that guy? Oh, my God, who is that? Like, when a Jake walk in the room, everyone shifts their attention to him, you know, him or her, you know what I'm saying? Because Jake has salt, man. Jake is full of flavor, you know what I'm saying? And I would be watching that video, you know, that video, you know, with that player, you know, he has salt, he has that flavor, you know, he has that swagger. You know, you see him on the court, man, doing all those slick moves because, you know, he's a Jake, you know, and only Jake can display those things, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, you know, Jake is scattered everywhere. You know, so this is why we judge by spirit. This is the book of John. Let's go to the book of John, chapter 7 to 24. This book of John, chapter 7 and verse 24. And it reads, judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment, you know? So Yahushua told us we're out to, you know, judge by righteous judgment. We're not supposed to judge by someone's appearance, because there's a quote, or the quote-unquote saying that never judge a book by its cover, you know? And that's in anything in life. But typically, you know, you always have to judge by the spirit, you know, not by how someone looks like. So there could be an Edomite, you know, that looks like a quote-unquote Edomite, but his spirit tells otherwise, you know what I'm saying? That he's a Jake. And we know that watching the video that we just watched, you know, he was moving like a Jake. He was hitting moves some Jakes couldn't even do, man. So whether, you know, you have eyes to see or ears to hear, man, yeah, you can spiritually discern that guy, that dude we just watched is a Jake, man. And now, let's go to the book of Romans, chapter 8 and verse 16, and we can close it out. This is the book of Romans, chapter 8 and verse 16, and it reads, the Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of God. Let's read that again. The Spirit itself beareth witness that the Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of God. So at the end of the day, our spirit's gonna bear witness, you know. Whether it's in our abilities or whether it's just in our sayings, you know, or our body language, you know, that we are, you know, are the children of God. And we know the children of God is the 12 tribes, man, which consists of Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, you know. So, yeah, man, so at the end of the day, you know, judge not by appearance, you know, the Spirit's always going to bear witness. And we seen the display, you know, of him, you know, playing in the video that he was a Jake, man. So continue to, you know, judge off the Spirit, you know, and not by appearance, because, for example, your forefather, you know, Paul, when he was in Corinth, Greece, you know, he was out here, you know, finding Jake, Hellenized Jews, you know, who didn't know they were Israelites. And he came and redeemed them, you know, and showed them that they're truly, you know, the children of God. So soon we're going to come in these times, man, where some of the elect may look like, you know, so-called, you know, heathens. So we always have to judge by the Spirit. So with that, Lord willing, you were edified. I would like to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakadash. Shalom.